Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I thought it would be fun to analyze Mac Jones' 4 touchdown passes against Auburn in the Iron Bowl on Saturday. Even though he made the two mistakes with the pick sixes, although one of them was a little interesting, I believe he had an overall good day. He showed some really good traits, and I think he showed a lot of fans that Bryce Young coming in may not be a guaranteed starting spot for him anyway. Mac Jones really impressed me because up to this point, I really hadn't seen a lot from Mac Jones that I saw that was great, and I saw some really good traits from him in his game. He's tough. He knows how to throw the ball with some touch, and he has some nice zip on his passes too. You can see why he was a 4-star quarterback coming out. One thing for sure, though, he needs to stop falling away when he throws the ball. But with that in mind, he has some really good traits, and I'm going to show that to you. So the first play is in the second quarter. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left. It's the first touchdown he threw. Shotgun, Najee Harris is set to his left. They go 4 wide, trips bunch to the right, including the tight end, and 1 wide receiver to the left, which is Devontae Smith. Auburn here, so they tried to really mess with Mac Jones here. They pretty much tried to blitz or send a lot of pressure on him to confuse him a lot. And I think on each touchdown pass, they tried to do that, send like at least 5 guys, and I think they sent about 6 on this play. So Auburn sends, they slowly send 6. So Auburn sends 5 people on the rush initially, and then they bring 1 more in, and they play man-to-man coverage. Derrick Brown destroys the right guard, number 65, which is Deontay Brown, with a spin move. Flawless execution here. He gets instant pass rush on Mac Jones. So it's a well-designed play here by Steve Sarkisian. So for those fans who aren't impressed by Steve Sarkisian, he's done a really good job this year. I just got to say that. Out of the bunch formation, he has Jerry Jeudy run an out route to the right sideline, and he has the tight end run a stick route in the middle of the end zone from that bunch formation. The tight end's kind of in the middle of that bunch formation. Their stacking and where they're placed is actually very important on this play. And he has Henry Ruggs run a corner route behind that stick route that the tight end ran here. With this being man-to-man coverage, the stick route creates traffic on the coverage of the corner route here, giving the already speedy Henry Ruggs a pseudo pick play that creates easy separation. Meanwhile, Mac Jones falls away from the incoming pressure of Derrick Brown and throws a dart to Henry Ruggs in the back of the end zone. Ball lands over the shoulder of the inside shoulder into Henry Ruggs' breadbasket in the end zone for a touchdown. The fact that this was so accurate while being on his back foot is actually quite impressive, and that's the type of plays you can't get from just about every quarterback, so you can tell Mac Jones has some talent here. So we'll go to the next touchdown play. It's the second quarter again, near the end of the half. 45 seconds left. The second quarter is probably the most entertaining thing I've seen in a football game in a while, actually. So 2nd and 6, shotgun formation. Najee Harris is set to the right. They go 3 wide receivers, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. 1 tight end's in line on the left side. So once again, Auburn has 6 people on or near the line of scrimmage trying to show a pressure look. The DB number 24 slowly creeps up, and at the snap, 5 of the original 6 people on the line of scrimmage rush, while 1 plays man-to-man coverage on the tight end. 24 comes on a delayed blitz. So man coverage on the 3 wide receivers. Notice the slot corner playing 7 yards off of Jalen Waddle. On a 2 to 3 step drop out of the shotgun, Marlon Davidson and Derrick Brown have already beaten the left tackle and the left guard respectively. So Mac Jones has no time to hesitate on this play. He unloads to Waddle on the comeback route out of the slot while taking a big hit. He takes a big hit here. When Jalen Waddle catches it, the DB is still 3 yards away from him. The respect that this DB has for Jalen Waddle and his speed is something that you can't get out of any wide receiver. The rest is history on this play. Mac Jones throws this ball as soon as Jalen Waddle is breaking down. So Jalen Waddle takes like 3 or 4 steps to break down here on the top of the route to turn around on this comeback route. So solid anticipation. He probably could have thrown it a little bit sooner, but this is still solid anticipation on the throw here. And that allowed Jalen Waddle to catch the ball with plenty of space before the DB could recover on those 3 yards. And he could even touch him actually. Jalen Waddle caught the ball, ran around him, and ran up the field 58 yards for a touchdown. This is honestly just a great play by Mac Jones and Jalen Waddle, and it showed me that Mac Jones actually can anticipate and throw the ball a little bit quicker than I initially thought. So let's go on to that next touchdown that he threw. So in the third quarter this time, 5 minutes, 12 seconds left. Shotgun formation, Najee Harris is set to the right. This is basically the same formation as the previous play, except that the wide receivers and the tight ends swap which side of the field they're on, and the tight end's more of an up back position this time. So man coverage by Auburn again. So Auburn played man coverage against these Alabama receivers, and they got burned because of it. But that's not necessarily like a bad coaching decision per se by Kevin Steele. It's just that's the type of defense he runs. He's going to play bump and man coverage and make you beat them. And unfortunately for him, the Alabama receivers beat them a lot. So DB number 6 to it he's giving Jalen Waddle how many yards of separation? Yeah, at least 5 yards of space on the line of scrimmage here. So they're still backing off of Jalen Waddle. So this is respect for a fast receiver. Auburn sends pressure at Mac Jones again. 5 rushes total. It's a safety blitz here. The line picks up well for once, as you can see on these plays. They actually block him pretty well. Jalen Waddle runs a corner route / a deep out route to the left pylon specifically. Easy money here because he got a free release and he's going toward that pylon. Mac Jones still has to throw this ball right. You can't just throw this ball any type of way, and he does. Look at the touch on his throw, the velocity on this throw, and the placement. Look where the ball lands. The ball is away from the DB to the inside shoulder of Jalen Waddle toward the left pylon. So that's hard to do, to throw it on the inside shoulder and toward the left pylon. That's a pretty accurate throw, and it's over the inside shoulder. So the ball came over the inside shoulder while going toward the inside shoulder, toward the left pylon, away from the DB. You really can't throw that ball much better than that. And Mac Jones really showing you why he's going to be a big-time contender for that starting job next year. You can't ask for it any better than that. Great throw by Mac Jones. This actually might be one of the most impressive, whether you know it or not. And now I'm going to show you the last touchdown that he threw to Jalen Waddle, of course, because Jalen Waddle catches everything. This actually is the worst throw that he made on the day, and I'll show you why. It's actually the issue that he has. So it's the fourth quarter, 13 minutes and 50 seconds left. Shotgun play action play here. Same basic 3 wide receiver formation they've been running this whole time because Auburn can't stop it, with the tight end up back to the left. Auburn pressures with 6 people here. The DB number 13 gives Jalen Waddle ample space. Once again, they have a lot of respect for Jalen Waddle. The pressure closes in on Mac as soon as he finishes his drop. So this was a problem against Auburn. Auburn's defensive line, which we all anticipated, which we all knew, is really, really good. They were whipping him a little bit here. As soon as Mac got to the top of his drop, they were coming for him. So he throws this ball falling away. I hate that. You got to stop doing that, Mac Jones. You can't run from the pressure. That's going to cause some interceptions in the future. He throws the ball falling away and on his back foot, and it actually shows on this play. He got away with it a couple times earlier, but not this time. So Jalen Waddle has his guy beat down the field. He ran past him. Like, the guy gave him space on the line of scrimmage, and he ran past him. He had at least 2 yards of separation on the DB. But because Mac Jones threw the ball falling away and off his back foot, he has to wait on the ball as it hung in the air a little bit, and he has to actually jump up and catch the ball. And I hate to see guys go up and come back down their legs because it reminds me of Tyron Protho, so I did not want to see an injury like that. But luckily, Jalen Waddle also just showed off his hops. Jalen Waddle leapt into the air like a bunny, like a grasshopper. That man was in the air. He's short, too. Jalen Waddle's like 5'10". You see how high he got in the air to catch this pass? This is actually a Jalen Waddle highlight, not a Mac Jones analysis right now. And it was actually pretty good. But that was Mac Jones' last touchdown. If he stepped into that throw and didn't throw off his back foot, he probably could have hit Jalen Waddle in stride in the middle of the end zone for an easier touchdown. But as you can see, Mac Jones, as I showed you, he's tough. He took a lot of hits. He took a hit on just about every play here. And he showed that he has some touch, and he showed that he can actually throw the ball with a good bit of accuracy. He just has stopped falling away and throwing off his back foot when the pressure comes. So I'm really interested and looking forward to seeing what Mac Jones does in the future for the Alabama program. He seems to really have a good grasp of this Steve Sarkisian offense as well. What do you think about Mac Jones, and what are your expectations for him moving forward? Let me know in the comment section below, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see from this Iron Bowl, because I feel like I want to break down a few more things, and I'll see you next time.